the first reporter for the chapter 10. I am Chona Salatandokol, and we have the chapter 10. So the birth of national consciousness. So we have Jose Rizal was the Philippines' national hero who believed that the pen was mightier than the swords. His books were the own example of passive resistance and spurred his countrymen to remove a recess. So, the passage portrays Rizal as a national heroes of the Philippines. His significance lies in his use of literatures and writing as a form of resistance against oppressions, embodying the ideas that the power of the words can be stronger and the physical force. So we have the nationalism is a system of divisions of the person to his own culture, history, and aspirations to his homeland. It binds people towards a common goal for the benefits of all. So nationalism as a deep-seated feeling of loyalty and devotions of the nation. So next is the chapter contains analysis on secularization's controversy, Cavinity motive and executions of Comborsa. The Comborsa of the propaganda movement La Solidaridad and La Liga Filipina. So, secularization controversy, ito ay tumutukoy sa mga alitan. Ito ay tumutukoy sa mga alitan sa pamamagitan ng pamahalaang kolonyal sa Espanya at simbahang Katoliko, and that hingil sa control ng mga parokya at mga hari-harian ng simbahan. So the next is the opening of modern methods of agriculture and improvements of transportations and communications promote economic progress. So the opening of modern methods of agriculture and improvements of promote economic progress. So dahil sa kanilang bagong kalayaan, nagsimula sila sa kanilang paghingi ng pantay na karapatan sa politika at lipunan. And then mula sa kanilang mga kolonyalismong Panginoon, so from their ranks include the initial for the propaganda of the reforms movement of Jose Rizal. So next is the influx of liberal ideas. So in 1868, a liberal democratic revolutions ousted Queen Isabella II from the Spanish throne. So the revolution established the Spanish Republic, replacing monarchical system. So in 1868, liberal revolutions in Spain which is overview Queen Isabella II and established the political landscape of Philippines, and then the triumph of liberal and democratic ideals in Spain, so had far-reaching consequence its colony. So moto nga si Queen Isabella II is siya kanabitang pinatalsik nila sa trono sa Espanya kay tungod sa ilahang revolution. So next is the influx of liberal ideas. In 1868, a liberal democratic revolution ousted Queen Isabella II from Spanish throne. So in 1868, liberal revolutions in Spain, which overview Queen Isabella II establish a republic significantly infected the political landscapes of the Philippines. And then the triumphs of liberal and the democratic ideals in Spain had a reaching consequence for its colony. So moto nga si Queen Isabel Alistiga is pinatalsik nila sa trono trono ng Espanya because is ang koan siya na sa isang revolution. And next is liberal regime in Spain sent to colony Carlos Maria de la Torre, the most liberal Spanish governor-general the Philippines had he put in the practice his liberal democratic ways by encouraging freedom of speech and avoiding luxury. So, moto nga ipinadala ng liberal na pamahalaan sa Espanya si Carlos Maria de la Torre bilang gobernador general ng Pilipinas. So siya ang itinuturing na pinaka-general or pinaka-labaw na gobernador general na itinalaga sa Pilipinas. And then pinatupad niya ang kanyang mga liberal na demokratikong paniniwala sa pamamagitan ng paghatag ng kalayaan sa pagsasalita at pag-iwas ng luho. And then the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869 further stimulated the Philippines' progress. It shortens the distance of travel between Europe and Asia. So the opening of the Suez Canals in 1869, ito ay nagdudulot ng mas mabilis na pag-unlad sa Pilipinas. So it shortens the distance of travel between Europe and Asia. And next is the futile Spanish attempt to initiate reform. Spanish Governor-General Maria Carlos de la Torre was sent to the Philippines by the liberal government established after the successful revolutions of 1868. So matapos ang tagumpay na revolution sa Espanya noong 1868. So moto nga pinadala nila si De la Torre sa Pilipinas para maipatupad ang mga reformang liberal na ang pagbagat ay fertile Spanish attempt of the initiate reform Spanish. Ito ay nagpapahiwatig na ang pagsisikap na ito ay hindi naging matagumpay. Sa huli, bagamat nagtupad si De la Torre ng reforma, hindi nagtagal o hindi ito naging epekto. Hindi ito naging epekto sa pamatagalan dahil sa pagbabago ng politika at pagtutol ng mga priority kay ang mga priority manggod sa simbahan ato is dili bitaw sila, wala sila naangay sa mga reforma ni De la Torre. And next is the youth were not spared from the increase of nationalistic fashions. There studied the University of Santo Tomas organized Juventud Escolar Liberal or Liberal Young Students. So the student activism in the Philippines during the time of rising nationalism student at the University of Santo Tomas and led by the Felipe Buencamino protested for the better professors expanded educations like in Spain and the secular higher education. So while their demands were reasonable, the Spanish government leveled servers saved and arrested Buencamino and others. And next is the Liberal Republic Spain did not last long. In 1871, and the monarchies restored and dilatory democratic regimes in the Philippines ended too. On March 1872, De La Torre wrote the Madrid concerning his decisions to get relief from his post. So, ano time is the Liberal Republic in Spain did not last long. In 1871, the monarchies were restored, signifying a shape away from democratic role. And then this change in Spain directly affected the Philippines, and the democratic regime led by De La Torre ended as a result. So in March in 1872, De La Torre wrote to Madrid requesting to be relieved of his post as Governor General of the Philippines. Okay, and next is one night of January 20, 1872, the Filipino soldiers in Fort of San Felipe in Cavite rose in mutiny under the leadership of Sergeant of La Madrid. So on January 20, 1872, mutiny of Filipino soldiers at the port of San Felipe in Cavite, led by Sergeant La Madrid. The mutiny stemmed from the abolitions of soldier exemptions from forced labors and tribute privileges. They enjoy since 1740. The Spanish authorities quickly suppressed uprising, resulting in the deaths of many mutineers, including the La Madrid. And okay, so the secularization controversy in 1774, Archbishop Basilio Santa Rosa decided to uphold the diocese authority over the parishes and accepted the resignations of the regular press. So in 1774, the Philippines saw a power struggles within the Catholic Church, and then the Archbishop Basilio Santa Rosa aimed to strengthen the diocese control over local parishes, and he did this the accepting the resignations of existing the priests who were members of religious orders known as regular priests. Then they're replacing them with diocese priests are secular press directly under this authority, because there weren't enough scholars priests available. He weekly ordered Filipino men to fill the vacancies. So this move was further solidified by the royal decree in November 1774, and then officially supporting the transfer for parish control from the religious order to the secular secular clergy. So this event known as the secularization controversy. And then next is Monsignor Pedro Blaes, ecclesiastical governor of church, sided with the Filipinos. Filipinos unfortunately hidden in an earthquake that destroyed the Manila Cathedral in 1863. So, adding up is after this date, other priests took his place in fighting for the secularization movement. Among them were Fathers Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora. And next, the Cavite Mutiny. So, the Cavite Mutiny of 1872 was a uprising of Filipino military personnel of Fort San Felipe, the Spanish arsenal in the Cavite, Philippines island. So, the Cavite Mutiny of 1872, this was an uprising of Filipino military personnel and laborers at the forts of the San Felipe and Cavite, Philippines. Then the part of the Spanish is the Timothy, which occurred on January 20, 1872, involved approximately 200 locally recruit colonial probes and laborers. So they rose up believing their action and will isolate in a larger national rebellion. Rebellion. And next is the committee was unsuccessful, and government soldiers executed many of the participants and began to crack down on the burgeoning Philippines nationalist movement. So Mutiny itself failed ani nga time. The Spanish colonial government responded by executing many of the participants, and also this very rephrasing the burgeoning Filipino nationalist movement. So many histories believe harsh response, and the events surrounding the mutiny were crucial turning point, marking the beginning of the rise of nationalism that ultimately led to the arguably consequence of the field mutiny and the advertently intensified the movement itself of suffrage. And then next is the date of sentence on 41 of the mountaineers on the February 6, 11 more were sentenced of death, but these were later commuted to life imprisonment. So ani nga time is after the Cavite Mutiny, many Filipinos were sentenced to death for the prison. So some were sent away to other islands, and then the important of Filipinos leaders in Europe formed the group of support the growing movement for the Philippines and independence. So now this is the end of my reports, and now let's continue to the next reporter.
Good morning everyone, I am the second reporter. My name is Jennifer Puntalan Hindi. So the trial. During the trial is ang katong mga nadakpan is niapil sila pag-alsa, then dito kang Father Jose Borges. So nalambigin siya sa plano, which is wala siya ilabot ato. So ang testigo sa estado nga si Francesco Salduang miingon nga usa sa mga igsuon nga Basa Brothers mitug-an nga mutabang ang Navy fleet sa Estados Unidos sa revolusyon nga gipinance ni Ramon Moriente og 50,000, og nga ang gipasaan plano ani tanan si Borges kuno. So which is si Borges ang nagplano niya. So ang sa mga head dayon sa mga kapailan is nag-meeting dayon sila, then nag-order sila nga ilaang tangtangon si Borges pinaagi sa pagpasaligan kaniya sa usa ka plano sa rebellion. So, usa ka Franciscano pari nagpakaroon ingnon niya si Burgos ug misugyot o pag-alsa sa mga rebelde aron maimplikado si Burgos. So, aron makumbinsi nila si Governor General Rafael D. Izquierdo, naghatag sila og dakong nga kantidad sa salapi o bangkete ang mga private aron ipakita nga si Burgos ang uno sa rebellion. So, ilang gyapon pud pag-akusa ang si Father Gomez o si Zamora kay tuod kay suod man sila ni Father Burgos, so giapil ang duha, which is wala sila inabot. So, tungod ni ini miduha din ang kinusang propaganda usa ka lihok nga naningkamot og reforma o hustisyo alang sa mga Pilipino ilawom sa Castilla. So, the execution of Father Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora. So, noong sa 1872, inalis ni Governor General Izquierdo ang pagbubukod ng mga Pilipinong manggagawa sa pilitang paggawa at pagbayad ng buwis. So, dahil dito, humigit kumulang 200 sundalo manggagawa sa arsenal ng kabili ang nag-aklat. So, nag-aklat sila. So, noong sa Pebrero 17, 1872, ang tatlong pari na si Gomez, Burgos, at Zamora ay inihatid mula sa Fort Santiago patungo sa Bagong Bayan o dito sa Luneta. So, upang magtalin ng takot at pigilan ang mga revolusyonaryo, isinagawa ang kanilang pagbitay sa publiko. So, which is, ang katong tulo ka pare, ikwarto nila ilang ginakopit, ilang itong gipapatay, which is, ilang itong gipatay sa atubangan sa mga katauhan. So, motong ilang itong gipatay sa atubangan sa katauhan para hadlokon ang mga katauhan. Pero wala na hadlok ang mga katauhan, which is, katong pagkamatay ni katong tulo ka pare, motong ilang giinumduman nga, mura to siya sigaw sa mga katauhan, which is gomborsa. So, kanang gomborsa, so ang tulo na siya ka pare din. Then ang kato si Jose Rizal, ginato siya last nga El Filibusterismo. So, which is, mo to yung didedicate na memory to kuan sa katong tulo ka pare. Mo nang kuan katong El Filibusterismo para hainong duman ko sa mga katauhan. The propaganda movement. The word propaganda in English has acquired a tragic connotation and is absent from the original Latin wine. So, ang word na propaganda sa English has taken on a negative meaning which was not present in its original Latin form. So, its true meaning comes from the Roman institution called Congregatio di Propaganda Faith, which was responsible for spreading the faith. So, in a modern term, evangelizing people, the Filipino group that sent Marcelo H. del Pilar to Spain aimed at continuing the propaganda in favor of the Philippines. Dr. Domingo Abdila, a respected director of the National Archives, suggests that the so-called propaganda movement was incorrect name. So, dili siya mo ay kanang tinuod nga ngalan. So ang propaganda para sa Pilipinas ayon kay Dr. Domingo Avila, isang ginagalang na director ng National Archives, ang tinatawag na milikang propaganda ay maling tinatawag. So which is mali siya kay murag sa mga Spanish na murag sa haka-haka na nila. So dili na siya may tinuod ni sa. So sa iyang pananaw, dapat ang itawag daw sa milikang propaganda is kontra-propaganda. First included the series of author of Nalamita Curie, novel and El Filibusterismo, Garciano Lopez Haina, publisher of La Solidaridad, the Province Principal Organ, Mariano Pois, the organization secretary, and Marcelo H. del Pilar. So, kabilang sa mga kilalang membro ang kinusang propaganda. So, si Jose Rizal ang nanakda ng Nolini, Dangiri at El Telegos. So, isa sa mahalagang nasabi ay si Garcia China na naglathala ng La Solidaridad, ang paunahing hayagan ng kilusan. So, si Mariano Pons naman ang nagsisilbing kalihim ng organization at si Marcelo H. Del Pilar ay isa rin sa mga nangungunang leader nito. So, this report is regarded as number 1, equality of Filipinos and Spaniards. So, pagkabantay-bantay ng mga Pilipino at Kastila. So, this means that Filipinos wanted to be treated equally like Spaniards with the same rights and privilege under the law. Number 2 is restoration of the Philippine representation in the Spanish court. So, pagbabalik ng kinatawan ng Pilipinas sa mga korte ng Kastila. So, which means Filipinos wanted to have representatives in the Spanish Parliament courts to their voice could be heard in decision making. So, gusto sa mga Pilipino nga adunay sila representante nga mahimong tingog sa korte sa Espanya. So, number 3 is secularization of the Philippine parish and the expulsion of the friar. So, sa Tagalog ani, pagpapasecular ng mga parokya sa Pilipinas at pagpapataksil sa mga friar. So, Filipinos wanted Filipino friars to take over charges instead of Spanish friars. So, and they wanted the friars to live. So, ilang gusto nga papahawaon itong mga pari ng mga Spanish. Mali gusto sa mga Pilipino din. Gusto sa mga Pilipino nga ang mga simbahan sa Pilipinas panguluhan sa mga Pilipinong pari. Mali ilang gusto. Gusto nila nga dapat ang mangulugin sa Pilipinas, which is ang Pilipino nga pod nga pari, dili ang taga-Spanya. Number 4 is human rights for Filipino, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom to meet and petition for redress of grievances. So, sa Tagalog, karapatang pantao para sa mga Pilipino. Kalayaan sa pananalita, pamamahayag, at pagtitipon upang humingi ng katarungan. So, ang sa Pilipino is ilang gusto is kanang sila kanang kalayaan bitaw din sila kanang opinion nga opinion din kanang ilang mga idea is mga kwan bitaw nga itawag ani ilabang na sila yung mga idea nga mapamahayag bitaw nila ang ilang mga reklamo ug hangyo dapat na sila ingon ana wala ila ang gusto din. Number 5 is creation of public school system independent of Catholic friars. So, Filipinos wanted school that are run by the government, not controlled by the friars. So, ang gusto sa mga Pilipino is na sila kanang eskwelahan kanang by sa government na yun. Ba, hindi sila gusto kanang i-control sila sa mga pare. Gusto nila kaya sila kanang freedom. So, number 6 is sa Tagalog ay abolition of polo-wise services kay pag-alis ng polo-wise service o sa pilitang pagawa at bandala o sa pilitang pagbibigta ng produkto sa gobyerno. So, Filipinos wanted to stop forced labor and forced selling of their goods to the government at unfair prices. So, dili gusto ang mga Pilipino nga pugson sila sa trabaho o pagpamaligya silang produkto sa barato nga presyo. La Solidaridad. So, ang La Solidaridad usa ka organisasyon nga gitugod sa Espanya. So, organisasyon nga gitugod sa Espanya niadtong December 13, 1888. So, ilang kuban kini sa mga Pilipinong liberal na gipapahawa niya itong 1872, which is kato silang kuan kung tulo ka tarik. So, og ang mga estudyante nga nag-eskwela sa mga universidad sa Europya tumong sa organisasyon nga pasapon ang mga Kastila sa mga panginahanglan sa ilang kolonya nga Pilipinas ug paglig-on ang relasyon sa Espanya o sa Pilipinas. So, which is, ang buot ko sa gani, ang last period kay usa ka grupo. Usa na siya ka grupo sa edukadong Pilipino nga nanginahanglan og hustisya o kanang patas nga pagtrato bitaw gikan sa Espanya. So, nagtimuha sila nga makabot ang mas maayong relasyon o pagtagad sa Pilipinas isip usa ka kolonya. So, here tayo sa Rizal Kasin So, they also issue a newspaper. So, nag-issue sila o kanang newspaper. Pero kung na siya, same paper siya, then na-publish na siya dito sa Barcelona, Spain, atong February 15, 1889. So, it was edited by Garcia Lopez Aina and later on by Marcelo H. Delila. So, the total culture and economic condition of the colonial period was published in the La Solidaridad. Pictures of the Spanish migrants about the Philippines was also featured in the newspaper. La Solidaridad Fund members. So, mga sila ang mga members sa La Solidaridad. So, ang successor ani si Corpo de Comisarios Katipunan. The information ani ato 1892, 126 years ago. Then ang founder ay si Jose Rizal. Then founded at Tondo, Manila, campaign General of the Philippines, President ani kay si Ambrosio Salvador. Then affiliation ani kay Juan katong propaganda movement. La Liga Pilipina. So, ang La Liga Pilipina or the Philippine League was a progressive organization created by Dr. Rizal in the Philippines in the house of Doroteo Ochaco at Elias Street, Tondo, Manila in 1892. So, kining organization is established siya kana to La Solidaridad and the Propaganda Movement. So, ang purpose sa kuan La Liga Pilipina is mag-build sila og kanang bagong nga grupo din. So, involve the people directly in the reform movement. So, the aim of La Liga is to unite the whole archipelago into one diverse and homogeneous organization. So, what was everyone and military. So, this one is a defense against all violence and injustice. So, nagdefense siya sa mga violence na ibuhat sa mga Espanyol sa mga kanagili na makakarungan. So, encouragement of instruction, agriculture, and commerce and study the application of reforms. So, during the exam of Rizal, the organization became inactive. So, during manggugtong na Excel si Rizal is dili na siya inactive ang katong organization nga iyang gihok, which is katong La Liga. So, dili na kay sa kwan, dili na siya active kay nakuha na to na prison gate, ginakot man to si Jose Rizal. So, yan, sipati siya dito sa dapitan. Pero katong pagpado niya dito sa dapitan, kung dito siya ipatapon sa dapitan, is continue naghapon to ang iyang paglihok sa bayan. Continue naghapon to. But ang katong iyang nabiyaan ng katong sa kuan is na dili na siya inactive, dili na siya inactive ato. Dili na siya active ato ba kuan sa effort ni Domingo Franco o ni Andres Bonifacio, it was organized. Is kana na-organize siya pagbalik, na-active to siya pagbalik. So, the organization decided to support the La Solidaridad, and the reform is promote a grace fund for the newspaper and help pay the expenses of Filipino representatives who were publishing for reforms in front of the Spanish Cortes. The two groups when it is about the severe bill, the conversation for the pro-commissariat, which will still continue supporting the La Solidaridad, while the radicals, led by Bonifacio, who devoted themselves to a new and separate society, the Katipunan, or the KKK. So, ang kuha na ni ang kalagi ng members is na nabahin siya sa Kadunga. So, kaya hapit naman to sila masakpan. Hapit naman gumaya kung katong ilang gaykuan dito sa La Solidaridad. Hapit naman to sila masakpan. So, ang ilang gibuhat ani katong sa Laliga is bunga na lang nila o Kadunga. So, ang kuha nila, the conversation for the corporate compromisers. Mga na siyang siya din, which pleads to continue supporting La Solidaridad. So, continue na gyapon to support ang La Solidaridad. So, ang sa kining the radicals led by Andres Bonifacio is nag-devoted siya na ito, which is kining Katipunan or the KKK. Pero kuha na siya, secret society na siya niya di himo. Lineal colors of heroic identity. So, nowadays, people can be under their own little way. So, karon nga kuan, panahon na is kanang being a hero doesn't mean you need to die in a battle for being mo. So, dili kasabot nga kanang kailangan jud mo mamatay ka or kanang kuan ka kanang sikat ka. So, even a simple act of kindness, leadership, sacrifice, or innovation that help others and improve lives are heroic. So, in our modern times, being dedicated to helping your community and serving others passionately is a heroic act in itself. Buka by ni Andres Bonifacio. So, pag-ibig sa mabuang lupa by Andres Bonifacio. So, it means, para sa kuha is kuha siya. So, pag-ibig sa mabuang lupa by Andres Bonifacio, for me, it is about loving your country with action, not just word. So, and it tells us that if you truly love the Philippines, you can show willing help, fight, and even sacrifice for it. So, si Bonifacio is nag-remind us that being proud of our country is not enough. You should do something to protect and improve it, especially when it is suffering or being abused. So, ang kuha na siya, kung tinuod yung tinahigugma sa imong kuan, sa imong country, dapat nakaibuhaton ka ng true action mo. Then, dapat mukuan ka, mutabang ka, then kanang i-fight mo, then doesn't stand by it when it needs you. The Philippine Revolution. So after result, deportation to the Pitan, some conservative members of the Liga Pilipina such as Apolinario Mabini, Ambrosio Rianzares Bautista, and Domingo Franco formed a group called Los Comprimisores. So, muna ilang i-call dayon sa ilang bagong nga grupo. So, ilang goal ani is tabangan si Marcelo del Pilar sa Madrid by providing financial support so that he could continue publishing the newspaper La Solidaridad. So, this newspaper played a significant role in the fight for reforms in the Philippines
And then, Jurato Arellano, the brother-in-law of Marcelo H. del Pilar, became the first president or Supremo. Bale, siya may kinaunhan nga, si Marcelo del Pilar may kinaunhan nga Supremo. But, in a meeting in February 1893 is Andres Bonifacio disgusted over Arellano's weak leadership. Bale, si Andres Bonifacio is nag-assume siya ani nga position. Though it was only 1895 when Andres Bonifacio himself assumed the position of Supremo. When he also deposed, bali iyang gidepose ang basado to letters and effective leadership. And then, katipunan or KKK membership. So, the first membership of society were resulted by means of the triangle systems. So, mao ni sila si Andres Bonifacio, Teodoro Plata, and Ladislao Diwa formed in his first triangle. Mao na jud sila yung mga first triangle or mga KKK membership nga nauna. And then, the three grades of the membership in KKK. First is the Katipon, associate or member of the first grade. The color gear code is of Katipon is black mask with a triangle formed by letters and white ribbons. And ilang password is anak ng bayan. And then, the second is Kawal, soldier or second grade member. And ang ilang color gear code is green mask and sash. And then ilang password is Gomborza. And then the last one is Bayani, patriot or member of the third grade. And ilang color gear code is red mask and sash, both lined with green. And then ang ilang password is Rizal, the honorary president of the Katipunan. And then the list of the Supreme Council officer was chosen during the first elections. Bali mo dyan yung pinakaunang election sa Pilipinas. First is the president. Mo dyan siya si Jurato Arellano. And then the controller is Andres Bonifacio. And the fiscal is Ladislao Diwa. And the secretary is Teodoro Plata. And the last one, the treasurer, is Valentina Diaz. So, para mailhan dyan na to, o kinsa dyan si Andres Bonifacio is the great plebeian working class, was born in Tondo. Natawo siya sa Tondo, Manila, on November 30, 1863. His formal education was limited, limited ra yung education. He supplemented this by self-study. His own library included books on the two novels of the Dr. Jose Rizal's No Limitang Hiri and El Filibusterismo. And then, the lives of United States presidents, the history of the French Revolution, Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, Eugene Sons' Wandering Jaw, and penal and civil calls and various collection of the Laredad. So, last but not the least is Emilio Jacinto, the brain of the Katipunan. Bali, og atong identifyan is siya ang utok sa Katipunan. Og unsa yang istorya maotoy lihok. And then, si Emilio Jacinto was born in Tondo on December 15, 1875. His parents were Mariano Jacinto, a bookkeeper, and Josefa Dizon, a midwife. So, ang iyang parents is bookkeeper. He studied law in University of Santo Tomas, UST. So, si Emilio Jacinto is nag-study siya sa UST. And when the revolution broke out, he was one of those who were first initiated into the Katipunan. So, si Emilio Jacinto is the one of the first initiated of the Katipunan. That's what we call editor of kalayaan, the organ of the society. Bali, unang initiate Emilio Jacinto is karadyong kalayaan, and then the organ of the society. He authored the Kartila ng Katipunan. So, siya mo yung nag-author ng Kartila ng Katipunan is of the premier of the Katipunan. And that's all, and thank you.
Hey, good morning everyone. Ma'am, good morning ma'am. I am last reporter. My name is Janelle Alice, the premier of Katipunan. The premier of Katipunan, life which is consecrated to loyal, lofty, and sacred cause is like a tree without spring, if not a poisonous weed. Ang premier sa Katipunan, usa ni siya nga sagrado, no? Sagrado usa ka kahoy, example, kahoy nga tig pamulak. Kung dili tig pamulak, no? If not poisonous weed, no? Poisonous weed. Second, a gold weed that spring from a desire for personal profit, and not from a desire to a good is not a kindness. Buti yun, a personal na tubo o dili ikan sa usa ka tinguha, no? A desire for personal profit, and from a desire a good like a kindness. True greatness consists in being characterful in allowing one's following in adjusting every movement and word to true reason. Buting nun, usa ka tao nga pag nag-adjust o kanukan, no? In loving one following and in adjust every movement, no? Nag-adjust ang usa ka tao may tungod sa kalihukan. Example, ang tao, no? Tao kailangan yun na mag-adjust tungod kay awata ka pala kay ang pag-adjust usa ni ka importante. All men are equal, be like a color of a skin, black or white, one may superior to another in knowledge, wealth and beauty, but cannot be superior in being. He who is notable prefer honor to personal gain. He whose men refer personal profit to honor. Buti yun, siya nagpasamot nga labing personal, labing personal profit aron mapasidungan. Ano yung profit? Usa ni siya nga si Dr. Jose Rizal, no? Usa siya ka profit nga example. Usa ka tawo nga dunay pagbati sa katawhan, no? Pagbati o pagigugma sa katawhan ug kay wala niya ikaulaw ang pag-preach sa mga tao, no? Mutayin mo ganina, number 6, to man with a sense, shame, and word inviolable. Do not prefer away time those riches may be covered, but time those will never again. Defend the purpose and fight oppressor. An intelligent man is who conscious, is spread and know and keep the secret, and that must be guarded. In a tourney, but like a man, a guide of his wife and children, he who a guide moves toward evil They who are guided likewise move toward evil. Buting nun, ang usa ka ihinti, usa ka tao mabinantayon biglang tao sa mga tao kung sa ka nindot, no, kung sa ka nindot ayan himo, no, mo ni sa ingon sa verse sa 9. Ingon sa 9 is intelligent man who is conscious, no, conscious ang usa ka tao, secret God must guard it. What inon mugard siya og galingon. And life is a guide his wife and children. Ang usa ka tao mao'y nagagiya padulong sa pagkamaayo, no, dili sa pagkadautan. No, amo na ingon dire part of a man guided his wife, children. No, ang ginikanan mo guide sa iyang bata, no, children, dili sa pagkadautan, no, kay adautan is itawag siya ng evil.
Go.
Continue. Apollonario Mabini, usa ni siya ka bisan doon na siya sakit, pero wala gyapon niya pasadai at yan kaugalingon, no. Apollonario Mabini, despite being physical, no, physically disabled, no, bisan nasa sakit, wala gyapon niya pasadai at kaugalingon, ay ingon usa ka leader. Leader. Example si Dr. Jose Rizal, no, usa siya ka leader, sa ato ang nasod, no. Niya gini siya of politiko, no, political. Usa siya ka leader, a lawyer, a training. He served as a principal advisor, no, advisor to Emilio, no, to Emilio. Usa siya ka leader, wala siya nagpabaya sa iyang nasod o giserbisyohan niya og maayo.
Go.
In the succeeding days of battle from August 25 until August 30, 1896, Andres Bonifacio, together with the other Katipuneros, suffered in big loss because of inferior weapon and lack of military. Buting nun, sa in August 1896 ang pagkatiman ni Bonifacio sa Katipuneros wala niya gipasadaan, no, tungod kay inferior, no, given lack of military, no, sa siya ka military, no, in August. In September 5, 1896, the Magdalo Force, led by Emilio Aguinaldo, achieved victory at Imus. Kaputing nun, si Emilio Aguinaldo, nakuha niya ang kadaugan. No? Victory, kadaugan. Nakuha niya ang kadaugan. And in September 12, 1896, the execution of the three martyrs serve as a warning to the Filipino population. Quoting nun, nagselfie siya sa ingon niya nga ang Pilipino wala niya gipasada aton kay iyang giatiman pag-ayon. December 30, 1896, ang pagpahamtang ni Dr. Jose Rizal sa iyang pagdala diri sa kalibutan, diri sa world wala na gipasagda ato kay palagda ayon niya ang mga tao. In December 31, 1896, the Andres Bonifacio nag-attend unsuccessfully to resolve the conflict between Magdalo Division. And last, February 17, 1897, the Battle of Japut Bridge highlights the strategy and challenges and the high cost of revolution. Quoting nun, si Dr. Jose Rizal, wala niya gipasadaan ang iyang mga tao kung kay palangga kay niya, no? Kusa siya gihagit niya ang mga tao na gusto ni Dr. Jose Rizal na magpuyo sila na magmalinaw. God bless us all. Good morning.